Welcome to the Goods from the Woods. My name is Rivers Langley.
I'm Sam Harder.
And today we have two very special guests joining us once again on Mic 3. It's our boy...
Seth Pomeroy.
What's up, America?
What's up, America?
You forgot your fucking catchphrase.
What's up, America? I'm living it in my brain. I don't need catchphrases because they're fucking emblazoned on my skull.
And joining us on Mic 4 for the first time, but that's a crime. It's our friend...
Dave Yates.
Dave Yates, finally.
I like how I had to say my own name.
Yeah.
But it doesn't sound, it's like, it's very truncated. It's like Dave Yates. Yours is very sing-songy, Seth.
I know,
Seth
I know.
Pomeroy.
Seth Pomeroy. I know, yeah. Put me on the spot and I'll make a song out
Well,
of
you
it.
can make a little snake at the end of yours.
Yeah, Dave Yates.
Bingo. There
Put
it
in a
is.
sound effect there.
Yeah. Dave, I have said this a million times, has my favorite gimmick in stand-up comedy.
Gimmick? You son of a bitch.
He pulls a gun out on
You
stage.
goddamn son of a bitch.
He's got a great
Oh,
gimmick.
you've seen my set at the Comedy Store where I busted the heater on the audience.
You know,
It's a good gimmick, all right? The jokes are good, too.
Some comedians have catchphrases. Some of them, they got different merchandising opportunities. Dave Yates has done something that I am so jealous of, which has made a delicious hot sauce that I need to re-up, by the way, because I dumped all of my last bottle of haha. Oh, shit, he brought some. Of
course,
We're in the
man. You
fucking
think this is a
studio.
game? You think this is a game?
What's
Fucking
up, America?
Always be closing. God damn it.
That's right.
Yeah, it's not a gimmick. This is my life. It's called Ha Ha Hot Sauce.
Fuck yeah.
How do you think I'm a working comedian that only pays his bills as a comedian? Ha Ha Hot Sauce.
That's right.
Anybody listening, if you need, I mean, unbeaten on pizza. I'll say that. It's my favorite pizza hot sauce.
My favorite thing is when people send me pictures of dishes that I've never even seen before with the hot sauce. Like, like Mediterranean dishes, like Egyptian dishes,
Ooh.
Mix like spicy tzatziki sauce. I
Yeah.
never thought of that. My fucking mayonnaise ass, And so it's very nice. And if you want to buy some, you can go to hahahotsauce.com. Let's get that out.
And
Ooh,
you should.
hotsauce.com, ladies and gentlemen.
Rivers
But-
puts it on Red Baron.
Fuck yeah. Oh, wait, hey, California Pizza Kitchen, sir.
It takes the Red
What
Baron
am
to
I,
the sky. He starts the
For
propellers.
my money, I'd take Red Baron over California Pizza Kitchen.
I like
Hey.
Tony's.
Yeah, it's true.
Look, if you can't take Dave's heat, get out of the California Pizza Kitchen. That's what I
Oh,
say.
good work, good
work. Put that on the next one.
Yeah, that's all of Dave's jokes also. They're all hot sauce related. It's a gimmick. It's mainly a gimmick.
I'm the biggest hack
No,
in the highest tax bracket of the fucking just comedians. Like, you've seen prop comics, hot sauce comics.
Hot sauce comics.
And then I'm going to tell you this. It's like such not a gimmick that in recent years, I've had other comedians DM me and ask me permission to sell hot sauce.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
And I'm like, look, like I don't care. Like I don't own the rights to the idea of making hot sauce. Like I want everybody to eat. But if you're messaging me asking me permission, there's like some part of you.
You know it's fucked up.
Yeah, exactly.
They're ripping you off on purpose.
Because I have two options: either give you my blessing, which is not necessary. You should just go do it. I would rather you just go do it.
Right. Yeah.
You know, like-
pretend you don't know me, motherfucker.
Or two, like be a fucking dick about it, and then people are like, "Whoa, fucking Dave thinks he's got the market cornered on a condiment." It's like, no, I just do the thing. Like I do make it. It's my own recipe. I make it myself. There are other notable comedians who sell hot sauce that they get from fucking
Steve-O.
like
Steve O's, I believe, is called hot sauce for your butthole.
Yeah, right.
I'm pretty
And, like,
sure.
honestly, mine's Ha Ha Hot Sauce is one of the few like sphincter referred hot sauces that exist. Like that. It's like I pride myself, and my face isn't on the bottle, and it's got nothing to do with your butthole. Like,
Yeah,
Have you
I
been-
like that.
Have you been to that gigantic beef jerky place in the middle of the desert on the way to Phoenix?
oh, the alien jerky place.
No, I think it's called like real beef, and it's next to
because alien jerky's on the way to Vegas.
Yeah, this one's on the way to Phoenix. This is like off the 5, but anyway, all that is
I've
to
been
say,
tempted.
They have a wide variety of hot sauces there, covering all political opinions.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's an ideology hot sauce, really.
It's literally-
you want this habanero based Joe Biden's a cook?
Yeah.
sauce?
Yep.
Straight up, they have
Yep.
like Hillary's a bitch.
It's the wacky
hot
names.
sauce.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you the funny part about that is I have a coin dealer friend of mine And
Code for drug dealer.
So when you moved to the mountains, you just meet a coin dealer. I imagine.
no, this dude's from back
Gathering
home.
ginseng?
No, this dude's from back home near Joliet, Illinois.
Oh, okay.
And if it's legit, like he's in the Numismatic Society, the study of currencies. And we were talking, like I had to liquidate my late father's coin collection, and we were just talking. And he's a Republican, but he hates Trump.
Okay.
And we were talking about it. He's like, "Yeah, my son's got these T-shirts in the shop. It's a 3-headed dragon with Biden and Fauci and Kamala on them." Whoa. And I think they're dumb as shit, but if there was a markup on dog shit, I would sell it. And that's this. He's a true fucking.
Well, that's what I would say about the jerky place is like they also have like Trump sucks hot sauce. Like they're selling to everybody.
Right. Yeah, that's what he said. He's like, I don't care what it is. If people are buying, I'm selling. Like that's a true capitalist.
Yeah, a real American, folks. What's up, American? When I say that, I mean to that guy.
Speaking of capitalism, we've got a
Oh no,
an expired.
We've got a thing here that
Speaking of gimmicks,
speaking of gimmicks,
And one of the worst gimmicks in podcasts.
speaking of the gimmick that reduces my sperm count every episode.
God damn these gimmicks! So many gimmicks on this table.
So Sam, you know, he went ahead and peeked under the dress here, and
he does that.
this baby expired a while ago. So
What? I don't really believe in expiration dates.
you know,
For hot sauce,
I think it's just a government scam. The expiration.
it's an expiration suggestion.
Yeah, the sell by date. Get out of here.
I think we should just do the hot sauce instead.
I was gonna say,
It's just big expiration trying to get your last dollar.
let's get a drum roll going. Sam, when did this expire?
April 21st, 2022.
The year of our Lord.
almost a calendar year.
It's about a year ago.
Wow,
A little less than a year ago.
this
So
might be the
probably
last
still fine.
podcast, y'all. This might be.
I'll take a swig, man.
I mean,
I'll take a swig.
I don't know.
I don't know if Carter can continue.
I
on
mean,
his
Seth,
own.
I think you should shotgun it.
I will. You
This
know,
does seem like another one of those geared towards women energy drinks.
What's it called?
It's called Ani.
Honey, and there's lips like
Like a
women's
kissy
in the middle of the
lips.
A.
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Girls, do you need a boost and you don't got a dick around to suck? Suck on this
Ani.
Ani.
and what's the flavor? Kiwi,
It says
mango.
it's lemon lime.
Oh, what?
There's a lot of dumb things on this.
The color of the can is very lemon and lime.
It is.
It only has 75 milligrams of caffeine.
Oh, what?
And it says that, and then it says versus.
Because ladies can't handle full regimen. That's
right.
Is that what?
Leave it to the men. We've got push-ups to do.
But it says that versus 200 to 300 milligrams from the big guys.
Who are the big?
So
But
this is a slam dunk on
It's like
those
fuck you, Red Bull. We're not as powerful.
Yeah, from the big guy.
Well, that's referring to like rock stars.
Yeah, for sure. This is the lemon lime one, and their website says we wanted an awesome taste and a simple formulation for energy and focus, not one that would carpet bomb our brains with caffeine.
Whoa,
and other
that's always
additives.
that's always what happens. Is my brain
Well,
gets
then why
carpet
would
bombed.
you-
Why does this exist
Why
then?
would you want an energy
Are
drink?
you sick of the left wing media trying to sully your energy drinking experience? Well, try Ani. We're not going to carpet bomb your city.
See, I think it's the other way around. It's just like, hey, man, the other guys are trying to give you energy, man. We're just trying to. I don't know.
We're trying to what? Yeah, it was like you need a little just pep in your step. We
Hey,
understand not enough to do a whole
what if-
job.
We're just trying to free Palestine.
Hey, man, what if you drank 2 sodas, but it was just 1 soda?
I'm
It'd be that
carpet
amount of
bomb.
We
caffeine.
got time for 2 sodas.
I'm
carpet
reading the
bombing your brain.
ingredients. It's basically everything that's in a regular energy drink,
Just less.
just less.
Oh yeah, in light green.
Yeah.
and yeah.
All right.
lips.
I'm gonna open this away from the board just in case there has been some sort of.
Yeah.
Okay.
Expired.
Powerful.
You heard it. It heard.
Powerful.
It sounded expired.
It sounded like botulism.
That well, we'll see.
I heard a year of expiration.
Oh, it's fizzier than I thought.
It's very foamy.
That's a
Also,
fine.
I also
clear.
will say this is 30 calories, and it does say it has real cane sugar.
Oh shit.
Oh,
okay.
shit,
All right.
The real K.
Real cocaine.
Well, let's give
Holy
old
shit.
Ani
Okay,
from 2021
At
most
least it's got
likely.
bubbles.
Smells like
Cheers.
expired
Cheers,
Sprite.
fellas.
It
Yeah.
smells like expired Sprite.
Yeah, it smells like old Sprite.
Ooh, it's lovely.
No, this is like shit.
Oh wait, bad.
This tastes
Never
like
mind.
fucking shit. Oh, man.
This is
The real
expired.
cane sugar is carpet bombing my mouth.
The real cane sugar
I
turned
shot
this
that
into
like
alcohol.
just for the listeners at home. Everybody else is like fucking savoring their shit. I shot it down like it was fucking booze.
I didn't know if I
Dave
wanted all
sober,
this
folks,
inside
for a
me.
reason.
Yeah, like no, because I knew it wasn't going to be good. I'm not gonna.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
not gonna
right.
sommelier this expired.
That's actually
I'm embarrassed that
smart.
I did.
yeah.
I do try.
Yeah,
to
now your brain knows it's not good, so it's going to be a chore to get it down.
Well, it tastes like 7-Up. That's not even real. Like
It
Shasta
tastes like
7-Up.
Dollar General,
old Shasta,
Yeah.
Dollar General.
Not even
$7.
Shasta. This is worse than that. Like this is like your grandmammy says, "I know how to make a lime and soda," and then she made one on the stove. And
You know your ancestors.
Or they put an old cough drop in there and
your
boiled it.
grandpappy was in the soda business.
Yeah, your great grandfather invented 7-Up.
It's really sour.
I still have the machine.
And the man
It's not
stole the
terrible.
recipe.
Sour.
It's terrible.
That is a thing when you grow up in the South, especially near where I grew up. Everybody's great grandfather turned down John Pemberton to be part of Coca-Cola. It's just a standard fucking lie that every family has.
what if it's not? What if he was? What if Pemby was just like coked out of his mind, and everybody's like, "We can't talk to this man. He speaks with Satan."
I mean,
Yeah, he was carrying a
kinda-
wet bag around brown juice.
Yeah.
He's like, this is his money in this bag.
Is chattering.
Yeah.
Are you interested?
Most
idea for a cola.
most white people, at least, that grew up within 100 miles of Atlanta, have that fake story where it's like, oh, I almost was part of Coca-Cola.
That's
my
so
family.
sad when a whole region has to.
My
hang on
my
to
family would have been set for life.
Yeah.
It does taste like pills or
It does.
Yeah.
mixed in.
Oh yeah.
You know,
tastes
it's a
like-
fun
yeah.
fact
Crushed
about
up
my
pills.
own family. My grandmother used to crush up her Excedrin in 7-Up and shoot it down. She hated taking pills, so she would take 7-Up in a wooden spoon, drop 2 Excedrin in it, and just crack it up. And I'm like 4, 5, and so that's just how I thought you took Excedrin.
That
Smash
is
it up and put it in your Kool-Aid.
so much worse than just taking a pill.
And this tastes worse than that.
It's true.
When I first tasted it, just on initial hits, I was like, ooh, good. And then I tasted 2021 as
Yeah,
it was going down my tongue. I was like, uh-oh.
Tastes sour.
Yeah.
Inspiration. That was
Yeah.
the
Tasted the
inspiration.
hope that we were all getting to leave our houses.
You know? Yeah, exactly.
And being put right back in again.
We need to check the expiration dates.
Yeah,
on
I'm not
a
gonna
lot of
finish
these
this.
over
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
Any pandemic expired energy drinks?
This was the oldest one that I have.
Yeah,
I'm
that
pretty
business
sure.
probably went under. in the
I also
It's a
pandemic.
good vintage.
It is a
It's
good
like-
vent.
yeah.
It's a good vent. I don't.
yeah.
I don't remember where I even got that.
Sam's rolling out to get another one.
Oh, I
Are
know.
we doing 2?
What the fuck
No,
is
I
that?
just knew this one was kind of old too. I don't know if this one
Is that-
has an actual.
what is that?
expert-
Bacardi?
I
Yeah.
got this one from Grocery Out.
I was gonna say that one was made in post-Soviet Romania,
Yeah.
So nobody knows when it expired.
Cascade Ice.
Yeah, they haven't adopted the Gregorian calendar yet there where it's made, so they don't put an expiration date on it.
Energy is universal. Everyone needs it.
Oh yeah, by the way, Venice dog sitting update. I've been looking after a dog down in Venice the past week, and
What's the dog's name?
The dog's name is Brownie.
Aw, Brownie.
I've already started calling her Senora Brownston dog. You know,
As you do.
I like to expand those names. You know,
real quick.
yes. So
Make it regal.
hops on the bed. I'm like, Senora Brownston. You know, it's fun, but I'm losing my mind down there. And
How do you lose your mind in Venice?
it happens quick. The house I mentioned last week, there's this big window that just overlooks the Speedway, which is the little road that runs behind the beach,
So
parallel
my brain
to it.
went to gas station because I'm from the Midwest. I'm like, oh, there's a Speedway gas station.
Yeah.
Me too. Yeah.
And but yeah, I just get to hear all the crazy shit.
Oh,
And
yeah.
this morning, I woke up and somebody outside was playing the song "I Want to Know What Love Is" by Foreigner.
hell yeah.
And
Fucking
just
A.
they sounded like they had ripped the biggest bong rip of all time and were just hacking.
Dude,
so I just wake up to
Just
like
doing meth bongs.
yeah, I mean, probably.
Definitely.
But yeah, so just you're like, I want to know what love is. And then you're like,
That's essentially what it is. It's like having a cough. It's like having a cough. Stuck with it.
and
Spiders are crawling
Yeah.
all over.
That's a good.
and also I wrote down, he said, y'all don't know So that was what I woke up to.
Well,
Really?
We truly don't.
Coughing.
We truly don't.
Want to know what love is, and y'all don't know. Yeah.
Well, hopefully there's a room full of children.
You know.
Going, y'all don't know.
And I'm going to teach you.
This is what adulthood's like. Y'all don't know.
Lesson 1, Pythagorean theorem.
Yeah.
Venice is such a fascinating place because the homes are all multi-million-dollar homes.
Yes.
And the canals are full of needles and human feces.
Yeah, it's very.
They clean those canals. That's the part of the city they clean, is the canals. It's the rest of Venice that's fucked up. But yeah.
Real sad state of affairs.
Indeed.
Nice.
I
beach.
contemplated selling hot sauce on Venice Beach because it's like it's like a first come first serve vending opportunity.
Absolutely.
Where there's like little marked off squares on the boardwalk area, and I'm like, well, fuck it, I'll bring a switchblade and my hot sauce down there and just do business.
Yeah, just like Slash.
If you could beat me in a knife fight, you get a bottle of hot sauce.
You're gonna have to pay some unsavory characters for protection.
You know,
or whatever.
You have to buy their mixtapes.
You gotta buy that spot to stand there.
There is 100% truth in what you're saying, and I know this because when I first moved to Los Angeles, about a month and a half in, this lady hit me on the 405 and totaled my little 2000 Honda. So I had to go fly back, buy another car, and I had no more money then. So like I met this dude who had a taco stand downtown LA, so I would go do mics all night, and then outside of the Globe Theater on like 7th and Flower, I would sell hot sauce next to this dude's taco stand.
Oh shit.
And he would pay the homeless folk in the area to like take out the trash, and like he would buy beers for everybody. So it's like they really like, he took care of them, they took care of him. So like there was one dude who was like his main bro will like police like the out of this world bananas homeless, and he'd be like, "Come on, girl, you gotta keep on walking." And she's got one shoe on, just like, and he would pay him to take out the trash.
That's
it was like a
awesome.
legitimate like he would feed them and stuff like that. So like they ran point until the taco stand guy got hooked on heroin and disappeared.
See, a lot of things happen on those streets.
Right. So I mean, I would go down and make an extra $50 to $100 a night after doing open mics, and it was like enough to feed myself because I was like doing Postmates during the day. I had barely anything in the bank to like survive LA. Like I rolled out here with a set amount of money and then had to like deplete everything in a month and a half. So to pay my rent, which was affordable, I was living on the west side. Like I think when I moved in, I was paying like $670 a month, and this was like 2017. Like this is so it's like I made it through LA without ever having to pay over $1,000 a month to live, which is unheard of.
Yeah,
but like I was downtown LA from like midnight till 4 a.m, like 4 or 5 nights a week, just trying to make an extra $50 to $100. So people would come buy tacos from the taco stand, and I'm like, "Hey, I've got this hot sauce to sell for $10." And they'd be like drunk, and they're like, "Fuck yeah."
Yeah, and take it home with them, yeah.
Exactly. So any means necessary, so I don't end up as one of the legions of...
I'm just wondering how many bottles of the hot sauce got washed with people's jackets, just like stick it in there like...
Not my
A
problem.
weird sex, drunken sex maneuvers.
It doesn't matter if they enjoyed it.
No, it's
That's
just...
Steve-O's hot sauce
No,
for
it's
the
just
buttholes.
it's funny to imagine a guy opening a washing machine full of broken glass and being like, "What the fuck?"
Right. And at the time, the bottles were glass at the time.
Oh, yeah,
And
yeah.
they're plastic now, which is a lot safer.
Yeah.
Oh, even better.
Well, it was like a pandemic accident. Like there was a glass shortage because most of the glass comes from like China and Sri Lanka and things like
All
that.
going to meth bombs.
Right.
Yeah,
And-
yeah.
And so the bottling company that I do business with on the east side, I was like, I need bottles to sell merch. Like, what is going on here? And they're like, well, glass shortage, but we do have plastic ones. I'm like, do it up. And so it's been plastic ever since. They're cheaper to ship because of weight. When some drunk piece of shit knocks one over off the merch table. You know how many times before the plastic, people would just break one at the merch table and look down and be like, oops. And I'm like, yeah, you going to buy that? Like,
yeah. Let's drink the hot sauce. Let's just fucking do it.
All right,
Dude,
let's
let's all take a shot.
I want to fucking drink it.
Rivers doesn't like hot stuff, so it's surprising
at
he
all.
likes hot sauce.
I enjoy spicy things in private.
Yeah. In your bathroom, on your toilet.
Anywhere that's away from people, because it's like, as far as hot goes, I'll tap out like right around. I mean, honestly, your hot sauce is like kind of the upper echelon of shit I enjoy, like a kind of jalapeno habanero level, right? But here's the thing. I become the world's most disgusting human when I eat spicy food. Like, just everything becomes wet.
Nose
just
running, the
fucking
whole- yeah.
nose, eyes,
yeah.
hair becomes wet, drooling. Just, it's so disgusting.
Yeah.
That for the benefit of humanity, I enjoy spicy things here where no one can see
Some
me.
things
right.
are just for you, and that's okay.
Sounds
I do
like
it.
a lie. Sounds like my girlfriend lives in Canada. That's why you can never meet her. He's buying this shit and dumping it down the drain.
right. Yeah,
I feel like I would guess Alberta. She's from the Texas.
It's the Texas of Canada. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
She's an oil gal.
Yeah, Alberta.
Yeah, yeah. Daniela Plainview.
I've done shows up there, and there's a whole bunch of 20-year-olds with gobs and gobs of money because of the oil
And there's
industry.
literally nowhere to spend it.
Yeah, and they call them rig pigs. That's the
Whoa, that's so good.
So we're at
Redneck.
the comedy club, and
Sucks.
Alberta, especially Edmonton was where we're at. I mean, they're the Oilers for a reason.
Yeah.
But they would come, the early 20s dipshits, like just fucking. Well, yeah, they call the comedy club staff call them the rig pigs. The rig
Fucking
pigs
A.
come and they
That's
fucking
great.
drink a lot and they buy a bunch of merch. So I was just like, here we go.
Yeah, I'm going to write a TV pilot about that. I'm stealing the rig pigs. No one else
Just
is allowed in Hollywood.
credit me with my hot sauce.
I mean, it's Hot Sauce Presents the rig pigs.
Yeah, there you go.
.com.
Just give my hot
.com.
sauce a producer credit at the end. Not even me.
Yeah, exactly.
It'll outlive me.
It's like
Yeah.
your children at this point.
Uh-huh.
It's taking center stage.
This episode is for sure going to be titled "Rigged Pigs." I'm just,
Rigged
just
Pigs.
telling you right now.
I mean, people don't even
good.
know my name. They just yell, "It's the hot sauce guy." I'm like,
Uh-huh.
well, better than fucking.
Better than nothing.
Yeah.
Shit.
The ha-ha guy.
Yeah.
Not even that.
I know, you're like, the first part of it is ha-ha.
The gimmick.
You know, the guy with LOL hot sauce.
Gimmick Hot Sauce. That's the name of the brand. Yeah, it's a gimmick guy.
The fucking road hack with
road hack. Rig pigs and road hacks out here selling their ha-has.
I wanna know what love is. I want you to show me. I wanna feel what love is. I know you can show me.
I have a story, local story out of Chatsworth.
breaking news.
Breaking news.
Chatsworth, listen up.
Former Donda Academy teachers.
Oh, yes.
Cecilia Haley and
I know
Chikari
about this
Byers
story.
are suing Ye, aka Kanye
Thank you for
West.
using his new name.
Got to do right. And 3 of the school's directors for racial discrimination and wrongful termination. So we've finally this week got some amazing details about the shit that's been going on at Donda Academy. It's fun because everybody said Kanye West is starting a school, and then when he went on his interesting spiritual journey, interesting anti-Semitic tangent in
I missed all
October.
that. What happened?
21 Jump Street cured him of his anti-Semitism.
Yeah, he had to make a dickhead movie reference joke and still be
That
like,
sounds,
right?
It
And
sounds
everyone
like
likes me.
something a hack comic says
Yeah.
after they make a really tasteless joke and be like, no, it's okay. 21 Jump Street cured me.
That's right. Yep. Magic
And then
Mike
everybody's just like,
XXL.
what? That didn't fix anything.
Yeah, they referenced something and moved on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Always get a reference.
And
throw 'em
now
off,
I'd
folks.
suck a dick for $1 million.
Yeah, that's right.
So all that shit went down, and they announced they were closing the school immediately. And then 24 hours later, they were like, "Hey, actually, never mind." But it didn't.
Oh, is that what happened? They
literally
closed down for a second.
They announced they were closing, and then like the next morning, they were like, "Hey, scratch that." But Keisha Cole did pull her kids out of the school. I found out.
Yeah.
Good on her.
Well, this is the equivalent of like making a record with him. You just went to his school, which is the same shit. Where it's like, no, we're going to do it all in a hotel tomorrow in France. And everyone's like, fuck, all right, well, I have children and
I mean,
a family, but I guess now.
You're joking. He did do that.
Yeah, that's how he rolls.
The choir.
This is how genius works, Rivers. I'm just,
The Sunday service.
the Sunday,
it's erratic and it hurts.
Yeah, the choir that he flew them to Paris to sing at his White Lives Matter fashion show.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm aware of all of this, unfortunately, because
Yeah.
I am a fan of
delicious.
this man's music.
I had stories from the inside.
His music.
Did you go to Donda? Are you Donda class of
no.
23?
He's wearing one of those Obi-Wan Kenobi robes.
A friend of an ex-partner of mine was working for him at the Sunday services.
Oh, okay, not the
interesting.
school.
No. At the Sunday services, and like was like an assistant or something like that. And she was a lesbian gal, and like she was working for him, and he would just say all these like homophobic fucking things walking around and shit. She's like, the Sunday services themselves, that small window of like performance was beautiful, and then everything surrounding that was an absolute nightmare. Like she quit working for him. She's like, I can't keep working. Like the money was good. She's like, I can't keep working for a dude who thinks my entire being is a fucking sin.
He's a confused person. He's very easily influenced.
There's a lot of this. There's a lot of that in this article where it's these people who were like fired and are just being like, like I think the school had a good idea, but it just kind of went. And I'm like, you sound like you were in a cult.
Yep.
That sounds like the rogue Scientologists who are like, listen, man, I don't fuck with the church, but L. Ron Hubbard is right. And you're like, what? That's the problems
Enough
in the
people
thing.
buy it.
Yeah, exactly.
Everyone buys it.
The lawsuit paints a picture of a school run to conform to some peculiar quirks attributed to Ye. For example, students were not allowed to be taught upstairs because Kanye is afraid of stairs.
He's fallen down the stairs.
That's
a bunch of times.
100% right.
He's
yes.
afraid of he's been thrown down the stairs. That's what it is.
It's probably both. He probably.
I like it. I think it's cool.
He said Jewish people run Hollywood one too many times and got kicked down some stairs.
But just imagine paying rent for a place with their second location, the Chats, because they were in Simi Valley and they moved to a new building. New building has a second floor that they just were not using.
That is crazy.
Because
Maybe that's where all of his porn was. And he was like, no, I don't like stairs. We're not going upstairs.
It's like River's hot sauce story. The thing is, you just can't go up there. Why? I'm scared.
I'm sweating.
You're gonna scare me.
I don't like stairs. Huh?
I mean, he seems like the kind of person that refuses to watch porn, which is
Kanye, no.
He has a serious porn problem.
Well-
a lot of this has to do with the fact that he has a porn addiction and he doesn't want to
Currently?
believe it's bad. He's tried to get around it for 30 years. It hasn't worked out.
So that
now he's
has
into God.
that has long been his excuse for his behavior. It should be noted that is literally also Ted Bundy's excuse for his behavior was a porn
Did
addiction.
he make
so,
Jesus?
I mean, it's true.
true.
No,
Did he make
good point.
In Paris?
Yeah, Ted Bundy's mixtapes never really got off the ground. So
No, there's a
Yeah,
whole-
you're right. Well, if they got
there's a whole
better
Netflix
distribution.
movie, The Bundy Tapes.
If only Jay-Z had met him, then he would have helped him out.
Ye did not allow crossword puzzles.
Yeah, makes sense.
Coloring sheets or artwork hung on the wall.
Checks
I
out.
love that at an elementary school. He's like, this is too distracting.
Yeah, he wants it to all be like the
your
fucking
hand turkeys are in the garbage.
It's the Star Wars like dome that Aunt Beru and fucking whatever his name they live in, and he's like, I want more goat milk or
It's
whatever.
the Lars Moisture Farm.
He thinks that's like the most serene experience you can have is just staring at nothing. Which people with money would think that. I think
Well, if you're
because most of us are staring at nothing.
if you
And it's not that
constantly have
irritating.
crazy thoughts in your head, you
Yeah.
don't need any stimuli around
You gotta get
whatsoever.
Students nor staff are allowed to wear jewelry because Kanye does not like jewelry.
Checks out.
I'm like, I
I
guess
like it.
if you've heard Diamonds from Sierra Leone, you should have known that going
right.
in. He doesn't fuck with
Yeah, if
jewelry.
you let
apparently.
DMX run a school, he'd have done some weird shit too.
He doesn't
He's
want
just
a gold
rappers.
digger.
He's just rappers being crazy.
He's drug addicts
Yeah.
with too much
Yo,
money.
you smoke the weed, smoke the crack. I love you, dog.
The suit claims that Donda Academy did not have a janitor and there were no trash cans outside classrooms or in the kitchens.
Yeah, if you're rich, someone else picks all that up. So.
Good.
No, but there's no janitor.
I get it.
So they didn't even hire somebody to
There's
do
no
that.
one to put down the orange shavings on the vomit.
Yeah, that's right. Nope.
Teachers were only allowed to clean with acidic water and microfiber cloths.
Cool as hell.
Chemicals are bad.
Yeah,
y'all.
I tell Holly
believe in
the same
chemicals.
shit. I'm telling Holly all the time. That better
don't
be fucking.
That better be a very low dose of hydrochloric acid
Yeah, hold on.
in water, glassal water.
Yep. Life's my school.
Everyone who
Everybody's
doesn't
enrolled.
believe in real medicine and stuff thinks like that. They're just like, I hate chemicals. Why? Because it's a chemical.
Yeah, that's right.
bad.
I've seen the periodic
The
table of
word
elements.
Boy, I hate to tell you, everything is chemicals.
Don't say that, Rivers.
Your
You don't
body.
Not to
know.
Kanye. Don't say it to Kanye, dude.
Yeah.
He will fuck you
Don't
up.
tell him what's in food.
Yeah.
You're telling me I'm not just full of fucking H2O and semen?
Yeah, dude. That's all God gave us.
So they're claiming that they got fired based on discrimination for race. These are the only two black women that work for the school, and they got fired in the parking lot one day for
no.
raising some concerns about not cleaning anything, and
Not to Ye. He's on a jet plane somewhere.
well,
right?
that's
He's
the thing is they threatened to tell Ye, and the principal was like,
He'll yell at us.
They literally said you're being too aggressive right now, and then
that's him.
because they were raising concerns. Also, they hadn't been paid anything, so yeah, that's part of the thing they're
A lot of
suing
ideas, not a lot of money.
That's always the bananas thing is like they have so much money.
Yeah.
And then the people that have the money that they don't distribute it out to the rest of them, they're threatening to tell Papa Kanye.
Yeah.
To me, it's like the idea if you told a child to design a school, they would just be like, okay, this is what the rooms are going to look like.
Yeah, it's
and then
totally that.
Nothing else.
That's what I love about it.
Zero other consideration into anything.
Yes,
Except
yes.
for like, oh, yeah, what are we going to teach? Parkour.
Exactly. We're going to eat sushi every day.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, "Oh, that seems
This is
odd,"
always
but-
the saddest news. Like I'm from the Chicagoland area, and like when Kanye hit the scene, it was like
Oh, yeah.
we had someone to cheer for, and there's still a lot of Kanye apologists out there.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not an apologist, but I am a fan of his
I was
music.
gonna say, I'm-
It's painful.
separate
It's hard.
artist. Seth
Well,
Pomeroy.
I like that he's a dickhead
I
on
don't
record.
see color.
Hey, guys, it's okay now.
Yeah,
he
yeah.
saw 21 Jump
I know.
Street.
Now I'm good. I'm back to the playlist. Or back up, baby. No longer private. What's up, America?
Thanks, Jonah.
I'm in here. I'm listening. No, I'm not. Not yet. Kinda.
I love this sentence. NBC4 attempted to contact Ye, who is not believed to have a representative at the moment.
Bam. Deal with it.
And Donda Academy, but both did not return a court request for comment. So
Yeah, Jay-Z did not return a request for comment. He was like, I met the guy a few times. I don't know. I don't want to be involved.
among the complaints is an allegation that Donda Academy did not have a school nurse or protocol for students with medical needs, and none of the
Why would
teachers
they?
had first aid training.
Why would they? They're just doing parkour.
Exactly.
Yeah.
This is like when you're dating a girl. It's terrible for you. You're like,
making
she's
beats.
fine. She's cool as hell.
All these teachers, all they know how to do is make beats.
Yeah.
These are the best beat makers in
Yeah, that's right.
Chatsworth.
They haven't eaten in a week. These guys can make the shit out of some beats.
Medicine was found strewn about the school. I love that description. It's just there's a hall. This
what
is the
kind
pill.
of medicine?
This
We're
is the
talking
pill
pills or
hallway.
Just Tylenol,
Or
probably.
just like gauze and Band-Aids.
It's a first aid kit.
Well, the thing is, like, if these people were thinking about this lawsuit for a while, they like documented all this shit.
Sure.
Yeah, I
So
hope there's pictures that come out.
100%. Well, they said that like some kid's EpiPen, which is supposed to be stored like in kind of like a cool, dry place, was just on top of the microwave in the staff kitchen. Shit like that. Where you're like, that's probably
It's
not.
in a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
We
Sounds
want
like
to
a
make
setup.
sure that the microwaves get into the epi solution.
Students were allowed to be picked up by both parents and strangers.
It's disappointing to hear.
Kids from other schools and strangers were allowed to come and go at will without having to sign in or out or notify anybody.
This just sounds like a school from the 90s.
Yeah,
I mean, mostly
You're
that's-
basically describing my
Yeah.
public school experience.
Yeah.
Pre-internet public
I mean,
school.
I don't even. Like the only caveat being, it's just like we had like nothing. Like,
Yeah.
like-
I remember when they
Oh, yeah.
made it a thing in elementary school that you had, like, the parents had to check in at the office to come in. People are like, "What? That's crazy!"
what? I can't have my cigarette while I walk the
I
hallway.
can't just walk into my child's classroom and talk to them.
Oh yeah, that's still the way it is in fucking Tennessee. They're like, I'm coming in, god damn it, that's my boy.
This killed me. The teacher said that there was pervasive bullying at the academy, which was exacerbated by a lack of disciplinary procedures. Quote, there was absolutely no rules or no structure for discipline, so the kids could kind of do whatever they wanted, and nothing was done about it. She recounted an incident in which a fifth grader slapped an eighth grader in the face and then attempted to assault a teacher.
Fifth grade represent.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Fuck these eighth graders. Let them know.
So the next quote, the next day she came back and bragged about it, and no action was taken. The teachers recommended that the child be expelled, but nothing was done.
Become a rapper. They suggested you should start rapping.
Haley added of the fifth grader, quote, she was kind of dangerous and there were kids living in fear of her. Nobody did anything about it. I found that wrong.
Well, I said something about Lisa
I'm
Left Eye
just like
Lopez.
thinking,
And this is what art's all about. Let them hit you.
I'm just imagining a fifth grader that just wields power over the softest
that's good.
idiots in the world trying
That's
to run
awesome.
this school. Like, yeah, this was Donda Academy. This is now Rachelville.
Yes.
We're doing anything she says.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder what happens to these kids in 20 years. I'm not going to pass judgment till then.
Well, the school's only 2 years old, so they're basically just missing 2 years of education.
Yeah, for
so
sure. So
whatever
it might not.
damage that does, and the fact that their parents are the type of people who are like, Kanye West has a school.
Yeah.
Maybe I should put my one and only child
Their
into
lives
it.
were fucked already.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah, that's right.
Because that's the part of it. It's
My
like,
thing is, did it cost to go to the school?
Fuck yeah. It costs a lot.
so
Yeah, you got nothing.
it costs $10,000 a year to go to the school, so roughly half the price of like a state school in the middle of nowhere, which is fucking wild. And also, a lot of these kids were on scholarship that Kanye was just handing out to friends to be a test run, I guess.
That's what I was saying. Like, it's just like there's got to be guinea pigs.
Yeah, there's a lot of them. Yeah. So
Not rigged pigs.
yeah,
Not
Guinea
rigged
pigs.
pigs.
not red pigs, Donda pigs. Yeah,
Different kind of pigs.
yeah.
Or pigs.
Wait. Rachel pigs. We're pigs for the 5th grade terror. So obviously they are not accredited by anybody.
Of course, yes.
Yeah, and that's the thing is like I was kind of. It sucks these people weren't paid. It sucks they had a bad experience, but it's also a bit like, I tried to work for, the Murder Clown's fruit pie factory, and it just wasn't a good experience.
right,
You're like, where did you try to work though?
Yes, it wasn't a real business.
Yeah. It turns out it was just it's just a way for the Murder Clown to get
This is the
victims.
thing. If this would have worked, we would be talking about these teachers like they were geniuses.
Like they changed the whole fucking game on it. Yeah, totally.
Well, yeah.
So I could see why they tried. But they should have known the chance of that was like less than 1%.
I mean,
right.
That just shows you how desperate people in Southern California are for a paycheck.
Yeah,
where they're
for
like, Kanye's like, I got this idea for a school. They're like, go on.
yeah.
Specifically
Maybe I can meet-
educators
Maybe
too.
I can meet Kanye. That's all they're thinking.
Exactly.
Well, I don't know. I'm kind of torn between because I think some of them are definitely like, oh, I get to meet Kanye. But Dave is also right. Like getting a job in education is so fucking hard right now. Like even if you've got, I have a buddy who has a fucking master's in education, delivered buffalo wings for 2 years while just actively sending applications to
Noble
fucking
profession.
everybody.
To Kanye West. He delivered
To
them
Kanye West. So I kind of get
no
both.
tip.
But
No tip.
I have my first 6 months here. I had to do the Postmates deal, and I drove an order of crab legs to the top of Beverly Hills.
Whoa.
No
Who
tip.
was it?
No tip. I have no idea
Yeah,
who
no
it was. Like it was just like I just like crab legs. I had to deliver crab legs.
And they tasted
but I
bad
did
and
save
they
the
were
gate
old.
code for the day of the knife.
Let's go rob that guy right now. I'm live on a podcast.
This is another quote from her. They definitely wanted to suppress a lot of information in reference to history.
Yeah.
They didn't want kids to really know about African American history, Asian American history, or the Holocaust. Like, wow,
So
shocker.
what was the history exactly? White history. Yeah. He was like, white people exist and they did a bunch of cool things. Here's
I
a list.
honestly like current Kanye reminds me of that Chappelle Show sketch with Clayton Bixby.
Yeah.
But he's chosen to be blind. Is the he's
Yeah.
like,
Right.
that's right, I did it. I am blind. That's his whole thing. If you tell him it's wrong, he's like, yeah, that's exactly why I did it, motherfucker.
Blinded
So
by the
that's
Holy Spirit.
You always lose.
Sam and Seth both made reference to the fact that parkour was one of the things that was taught there, which just visually makes this hilarious, especially if the kids got really good at it. So you just walk
yeah.
in and
This is the only redeeming fact I've learned
open
about
it-
this is the kids were able to run around and kick the sides of the walls.
Yeah.
There was no art on the wall for a reason.
yeah, well, and plus, you could just come and go as you please. So you just open the door. It's just, oh, hey, and there's just kids flipping around listening to
Fucking
fucking
A.
power.
That was his thought, though. He thought they would sit in these classrooms that look like Apple stores, looking through a microscope.
Yeah,
and then the bell would ring, and the bell would be some weird noise.
Yeah.
And then they go, to the
Windows
gym,
startup
and
music.
they just fucking half up an 8-foot wall and do a flip at the top. Kanye was like, "Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, this is
The
directed
kids-
by
the
Hype
kids will
Williams.
love that.
Yeah,
And the whole day looks like a movie. That's awesome.
exactly. And in concept, hey, I'm down.
Donda Academy students were fed sushi and only sushi every school day.
Okay, but the Kanye subreddit says otherwise. There's photographs of them eating different kinds of food.
So what you were looking at is eventually the teachers, because most kids don't eat sushi, so they were allowed to bring food from home
Oh, I
eventually,
see.
but it was barred at first. Like you had to eat, and they were spending, keep in mind, they're not paying these fucking people $10,000 a week on
Yeah, it's
sushi.
absurd. It's absurd. But I stand by the Kanye subreddit when they say, I'm just
Aren't kids not supposed
Look,
to
They
I
had
don't.
other things besides sushi. Okay, they
I've
had
seen other food products.
No,
okay?
mercury's good for their brains, Sam. They love it.
Yeah.
Nigiri.
Cauliflower bites, all sorts of.
And I was just reading on like when they first opened, and I don't think this ended up happening. happening, but Rolling Stone interviewed a guy who was working on the school's culinary team when they were first opening, and this just said they were involved in developing, quote, elevated high concept coffee, tea, and fruit focused beverages for kids, parents, and faculty. And then this is his quote: think like distilled chicory coffee, shaved ice with milk syrup.
Whoa. I'm thinking it right now, and it's disgusting.
So if I understand, their thought was they're just going to give kids a bottle of go-go juice and let them just suck on that all day.
In like a snow cone.
Yeah, but it's like a snow cone. That just keeps them all hopped
it's
up.
not a cult, okay? It's a snow cone.
That's the
They're
thing.
snow cones. It's not Kool-Aid.
Yeah,
They
it's
have
milk
to-
syrup.
Yeah, like they have
It's a
to
milk syrup cult.
they have to dress they have to dress in like baggy ass weird Yeezy clothes.
Yeah, they look like Star Wars characters.
Yes, yeah, they look
Yeah.
All,
Very
all the
strange.
Yeezy shoes that fucking everybody returned.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Well, towards the end, Nike and Adidas both got banned for the kids, so they
of
couldn't
course.
even wear the old Adidas Yeezys. They had to get whatever the fuck he's selling now.
Yeah. This shit is like
Just
hearing.
potato sacks with strings.
That's what the clothes look like.
That's so funny because Kanye's never stepped foot in this place, so
No.
he's just like in
Maybe
a
once.
manic rage. Oh yeah, also I own that school.
Yeah.
Guys,
no Nike, no Adidas there.
He's in the fucking lab making the next album that's going to make everybody forget about
It's
this.
gonna happen.
They also had no utensils to eat any of the sushi and no
Baller.
chairs.
Not even chopsticks.
Cool as hell.
It says no utensils. I think that's a utensil. They had to sit on the floor and just eat sushi with their hands, which kids' hands.
This is like
classically clean.
This is like hearing a private investigator tell me my dad is definitely cheating on my mother and showing me all. They're like, and then at Tuesday, I'm like, yep, okay, well, sure, all right.
And then
Well,
Seth's
I
just
guess-
like, yeah, but 808's heartbreaks,
I don't know.
guys.
I
Come
don't know.
on.
Cool.
yeah, I don't know. Yeah,
Graduation.
yeah, I was gonna make a joke again.
Did anybody graduate?
Well, no, and that's another issue is that the school's been open for 2 years and there's no grades and there's no lesson plans, and so none of these kids, there's no transcripts.
Could you imagine being the
just-
one overachieving nerd at Donda University that just studying
wanted
all
to
this
work out.
garbage?
That just means you're really good at parkour and probably
Yeah, and you're fucking you were out of there as soon as they closed the doors. You went out the window.
It just means
You're allowed on the second floor.
Who's the valedictorian of Donda University?
Why are you asking this? It's clearly the ass kicking fifth grader.
There's
true.
no grade, so there can't be any sort of achievement.
That's true,
you
but
know?
she beat up everybody in the school, including
Yeah.
the teachers.
That's
so
an
she's
achievement.
She's A+. She's
To me,
4.0.
She Mortal Kombated her way to the top of the mountain.
Yeah, the valedictorian is Scorpion.
That's what this is
I'm
really
the
all
valedict
about.
Scorpion. Haley told Page Six there are now believed to be between 35 and 40 pupils left at the $15,000 a year private school. Sorry, it's 15, not
Can
10.
we go visit?
Yeah,
it's still
apparently
running.
it's fucking just open.
And it's still running.
Yeah,
I
I
didn't
mean,
realize.
we could go pick those kids up.
That's what I'm saying.
yeah, their parents won't clearly.
Come on, Seth,
let's go.
pick
Let's
up
go.
some
I will
children.
do that. We'll listen to Kanye the whole way. Like, there's a difference. Art and the artist,
Old
right?
Kanye.
On the ride home, we'll explain
It's
about the
college dropout, graduation.
I
and
like
that's it.
I like bipolar. I'm mad at everyone, Kanye too,
Yeah.
but only in the way that, like, I like screaming and yelling when I'm in a manic state.
Yeah.
It's not normal or good.
The last quote says, Byer says that while she'll never deny Ye's talent, the school that's surrounded...
Oh, well, that's nice.
It's a cult!
Yeah,
Yeah, that's how good. Like that's how good he is. Is that people are just like,
that is very
"Look,
funny.
Look, I'm not a Scientologist, but L. Ron Hubbard's contributions to the
Yeah,
world
yeah.
of self-help
Significant.
are
His novels
significant,
can't be
yes.
ignored.
And he's a Navy hero.
Yeah.
But yeah, the school sounded great on
He's a
paper.
maniac, but those beats though.
She says the school sounded great on paper, but it's become pure chaos and mutiny.
Well, not surprised.
It's like,
not
yeah,
surprised.
again, you've chosen to work for Killer Clown's Fruit Pie
Yeah,
Factory.
yeah,
Like,
exactly.
What did you think it
And
was
there's
going to
no
be?
fruit pies.
There's no fruit pies. It's
Like, what are we
just
even making here?
just $10,000 sushi and no paycheck.
Yeah, and now there's no career and no money coming in, I'm sure. So it's, well, I mean, I'm sure there's money.
Oh, he's turning it
But he
around.
lost some.
21 Jump Street. He took a left turn down 21
That's
Jump
right.
Street.
He can pay for his
Honked
Netflix.
his horn and he's rounding the bend. He's coming back better than ever. Okay.
Yep, I'm
Someone's
excited.
gonna slip him some antidepressants for about 6 months.
Yes.
In secret, and then we're gonna get a banger of an album
Yeah.
and an apology.
Yeah.
You just wait.
Yeah.
the choir class at Donda is going to have to be all over that album because otherwise they're not getting any of their money back.
Mm-hmm.
That's how he's going to pay off the lawsuit, I think, is just make an album with the children's choir of Donda.
I think we underestimate how much money this dude actually has.
Oh,
it's like I'm thinking here. I'm like, man, he's gonna be broke soon. It's like, nah. He's got another couple bad ideas in him before that happens.
Well, it's like every rich person. All his wealth is an asset.
Yeah, it's
he
all
didn't have billions of dollars.
theoretical.
He had this, theoretical dollars.
Yeah, theoretical dollars. I'm trying to get Hollywood. What's up?
I mean,
Let's get
those
these
are
theoreticals.
those are worth the most for some reason.
Yeah, I know. Makes you feel real important.
We have a segment on this show called Top 3, where we get our listeners to write into us at The Goods Pod with top 3 lists they wish us to populate and opine upon. First up, our friend at Gumballhead the Cat.
What's up, dog?
Listening in Missouri, the Show Me State, I've heard it called.
The Shoney? Like Shoney's?
The Shoney's, yes. The bear with the
Shoney's.
The Shoney's
Is that where Shoney's started?
Yeah, they weigh the kids, and then that's how much they charge you for the buffet.
Yeah.
Gumballhead the Cat wants to know top 3 black and white movies. I've got a couple in the honorable mentions that are actually old, but most of these are stylistically black and white, past the black and white era. So my number 3, 1994's Ed Wood.
Oh, on my list
with Tim Burton, directed by Tim Burton.
I'm going like old movies, and you're like 1994.
Hey, bud. The question was black and white movies.
They chose it, and they lived with their decisions.
Yeah, I only say it's his second best because I'm very biased because Big Fish was filmed in Alabama.
Oh, okay.
That
cool.
is my vote for his best film, but if I lived in some other state, it probably wouldn't have the deep sentimentality that it does for me. But Ed Wood, fucking incredible film. Absolutely.
Wonderful fucking movie about movies.
Yeah.
And crazy people and delusion.
It's everything. it's everything
beautiful.
I'm interested in one film. And it's also one of those that, like, the fact that this exists is wild. That they let him make this.
Yeah, and that was a time where you might get that kind of budget for that. Now, no way in hell.
Right.
Dolomite Is My Name, which it's not in black and white, but it's a fucking great movie. Is written by the same guys who wrote Ed Wood, and is also a behind the scenes kind of delusional genius.
Yeah,
I recommend that as well.
Yeah,
and watch it in black and white on old TV.
Yeah, there we go. Put it on old tube TV.
You participated.
Yeah,
but that movie rules.
My number 2, Paper Moon.
Yeah, that was mine too. You're
what?
Gonna wipe my whole.
I'm wiping
list.
your list.
That's okay. I'll go old movies.
Oh my god. Peter Bogdanovich, 1973.
Incredible. Holy shit, Tatum O'Neal. Holy fucking shit.
Tatum O'Neal, Ryan
Incredible.
O'Neal. Boy, it's one of those you watch it and then don't read anything about what happened
about
afterwards.
the Academy Awards
or just anything that happened to Tatum O'Neal ever. Just the whole thing is fucked. But I'll never get tired of hearing Madeline Kahn say.
So how about it, honey? Just for a little while. Let old Trixie sit up front with her big tits.
That movie fucking rules. Very fun.
Yeah. And then, maybe I'll sweep you, Seth.
Let's see.
My number 1, Young Frankenstein.
Okay, no. Mine is very 90s specific.
Okay, all right.
You're prior noted.
Fuck yeah. 1974, Mel Brooks. Maybe my
fucking rules.
Might be my number 1. I think it has to be my number 1 LA movie experience. Was I got to go to the 50th anniversary of Young Frankenstein at the Saban Theater in Beverly Hills, and it was a panel before the movie moderated by Leonard Maltin, and it was Maltin interviewing Terry Garr, Cloris Leachman, and Mel Brooks.
Whoa,
and
awesome.
I had never seen Young Frankenstein in a theater with people. It was that and Blazing Saddles are like 1A, 1B for my dad.
Yeah.
So I watched it a million times with my dad and loved it, but actually seeing it in a packed theater with Mel Brooks, who this was 2014, however old he was then, killing harder than most comics I've ever seen. It's just flawless. And then they show the movie and everybody's dying. Oh, absolutely great. So,
I saw Blazing Saddles at TPAC with Mel Brooks, and he presented it and did a Q&A afterwards, and it was a similar experience where it's like everyone in the room was just like, fuck, we love Blazing. So you can just feel the energy of like the love for the movie.
Oh, I forgot. I was in the elevator with Terry Garr. I didn't realize it was her until I saw her on stage. I was like, oh shit, I was in the elevator with her.
That's
awesome.
awesome.
I didn't even notice.
That's good LA shit, Rivers.
Yeah,
right. He
hell
thought she was just a regular person.
I know. So that's
He's been conditioned.
That's my top 3. What do you got, Seth? I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
Copped all your
I'll
shit.
just skip to the one that's the only one you didn't mention is Clerks, because for people of my generation, this was a very important movie.
Yeah.
People passed it around. It was like contraband. He shot it on credit cards. He ran up and basically paid the bills after. So it's like there's a lot of indie film lore to it. And of course, shooting black and white's way cheaper.
Well, and that's the other thing that we were talking on the way here about black and white movies, where some people, even past the era of black and white, shot on black and white out of just either financial necessity or maybe just a stylistic choice. But in Kevin Smith's case, it was just people were like, when it came out, just being like, oh, what is the meaning of the fact that it's in black and white? Like reading into it, it's like, no, it was cheaper, dude. Like,
yeah, because if you always add like a fake art angle, people will be like, oh, this is like really heady art stuff. They're mostly talking about blowjobs and things, and it's not. Yeah. If it were color, you'd be like, oh, these stupid guys made a movie. But because they put those like text title cards that say like a word, and then it cuts to like a moment that you might be relating to that, but it is not at all written that way, and it's not like it's actually saying anything at all.
Yeah.
So that's just the beautiful thing you do in the 90s. You could still lie, folks. It's all over. Yeah. It's all over now. Sin City, actually.
Oh, shit.
I was going to say that.
I
was going to say that as a joke.
Fuck, I forgot.
I'd say
color in it.
Yeah, it's got a little bit.
Oh yeah, right.
That yellow bastard.
He's like playing with it.
The blood is usually.
Yeah.
I'd still count that though.
I think simply because
disqualified.
It's okay. All right, fuck it. We're going back to the 20s. Wings.
Wings.
All Quiet on the Western Front. Wait, that's a new movie now.
Yeah.
What a disgusting, terrible world we live in. Okay.
Intolerance.
Exactly. That's sepia tone. That's sepia tone. Doesn't count. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to look at my list of my favorite movies. So I'm literally going to make the earliest
movie
movies
man
first.
over here.
So boom, His Girl Friday. Okay, one of the funniest movies ever fucking made. Marx Brothers writers, but it's about newspaper people. And the opening of the movie says like, this is purely fictitious because it makes newspaper people look like total assholes, which of course they are. And that was made in the 30s.
They're
40s,
over here talking shit about
1940.
Kanye West.
Yeah, and so that's enough for me. The other, I'll just quickly, Sunset Boulevard, 12 Angry Men.
Yeah, there we go.
There.
All right, Dave, what do you got?
Nosferatu.
Okay,
Ooh,
yeah, hell yeah.
I'm doubling down on fucking black and white plus no sound.
I was
you fucking uncultured swine.
Me and my fucking dialogue.
You neckbeard.
Dave, I was in your neck of the woods, Chicago Avenue, checking out Alcala's Western store, and they had a Nosferatu belt buckle. Like a giant cowboy belt buckle, and it was silver, but then the letters had like blood dripping down on it and shit.
Love me some Nosferatu. Casablanca, obviously.
Yeah.
Play it again,
there we
Sam.
go. Michael Curtiz.
Fuck yeah. Which last time I took a tour of the Warner Brothers studios, I found out that that scene of all the gin joints in all the world, and she walked into mine. That was as of 2018 or whatever, the set of Two Broke Girls.
Fucking A.
It's like the same place they shot that.
Sad.
Makes sense. It's just as artsy.
Yeah, exactly. They just mentioned we're on the set of Two Broke Girls in this fucking tour, and they just mentioned like, oh, by the way, this is where they shot that. I was like, boy, what does Gloria Swanson say? The pictures got small.
Yeah, that's right. I didn't get it.
I used to, every time I hear Two Broke Girls, it makes me think of this girl I used to work with. She thought she was very clever in telling me this, that her and her roommate watched Two Broke Girls, and they call it Two Broke Bitches.
Whoa.
And it's just like their
You should have
life.
married her. Why did you let her get away?
She told me that, and I was just like, yeah, cool.
You did it.
It's one of those things that somebody tells you that's so stupid, and you're like, I got to find a way to respond to this.
Just
oh,
confirm
yeah,
it.
awesome.
No, you're just going for the high five.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just confirm
Two
it.
broke bitches. Hell yeah.
What else you got, Dave?
Is Schindler's List completely black and white?
Yeah. Well, I
for
got the red
except for-
dress, but yeah.
So
dress.
I mean, I was disqualifying Seth over here, so I was
Thank
like,
you.
No, we're counting that.
I've been disqualified. all
and
this
then
time.
like honorable mention wasn't like it's from close to that era, but was it originally black and white? Like I love Cool Hand Luke. I think.
No, it's color.
That's color.
Is it,
but it's right at the line.
It's right. Yeah, it's right there on the cusp where you see it, and it's like upscaled.
Yeah.
To the point where it's like, could this have been black and white?
Uh-huh.
That's why I wasn't sure. But that's why. Yeah.
Well, now the fucking everybody's TV settings are set for the frame rate's all wrong because it's for sports.
Right.
So when you watch old movies in particular, they look fucking insane. And then people are like, "It looked crazy. I don't know what's up with this weird Elvis movie." Like, it's not weird at all. You're looking at it through a fucked up future TV.
Yeah. What about Schindler's List, Elo?
I mean, it's just an epic movie, and like I always had a fascination growing up with like just what happened in the Holocaust. Like I went to the Holocaust Museum. It's just like I don't know why, but when I was young, I just couldn't believe, my little brain couldn't wrap my head around that this shit fucking happened to people.
Right.
Yeah.
Like it's like what are those things where you live like in this like cotton candy world as a kid, and then you learn about the Holocaust. You're like, oh, people suck.
Yeah.
Like
People can suck.
people
very
suck,
bad.
and that's
Yes, yes.
that was the whole thing with shit. Like one of my first favorite books was Island on Bird Street, and it was about this. It was like a young adult novel about this kid who living in the Holocaust builds himself like a little fort in one of these bombed out buildings, and like the apex of the story is like he finds a way to kill this Nazi that's like trying to steal him.
Oh,
like
shit.
and like I'm reading this as like a 12-year-old. And I'm just like fucking. So, when Schindler's List came around, it's just like I have such a profound respect and curiosity. And I wouldn't say it's a morbid curiosity, just like the whole trajectory of all of that.
Well, it's also extra impressive because he's making Jurassic Park at literally the exact same time.
Right.
So it's the two lobes of Steven Spielberg's brain is working at full fucking
You
capacity.
ever think he's like shooting Schindler's List, and he does that quote. He's like, they never thought about whether or not they could, but if they should. And it's like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
The Holocaust.
I mean, yeah. Well, great list. What do you got, Sam?
I'm shocked no one said this.
Okay.
You all, I'm going to do parkour on your face.
Please.
On your face.
It might be in my honorable
Dave,
mentions.
I don't know you well enough to
Parkour your face.
parkour my
Knock
face.
his hot sauce over with your.
Yeah, Night of the Living Dead.
Oh,
yeah.
fucking is so goddamn
But you
cool.
have to be a horror nerd.
No, I'm
Yeah,
not,
you
that's
knew
the
it,
thing.
right?
I don't like horror movies.
Not at all.
You
No.
smelled it on him.
But that one's good. The Invention
Yeah.
of Zombies. Come on.
yeah,
Well,
I thought that was another movie you were naming. I was like, I don't
Yeah.
know the Invention of Zombies. Is
The
that-
Invention of Zombies.
It was Ricky Gervais's follow-up to the
yeah,
Invention
oh
of
god,
Lying.
that movie sucks
Yeah.
shit.
No, well, and that movie is fucking fantastic. Because
So good.
It also, the fact that the lead is black, according to George Romero,
Yeah, it
was
was
just a
happenstance.
casting
Yeah.
thing. And then you watch it, you're like, this is just a fucking allegory for civil rights. Like it
The
just
ending,
is.
yeah, the ending points right to like they are making that
He's
point.
like, yeah,
Yeah,
I
why not? They're
definitely
trying
meant
to.
to do that.
Right.
yeah, that's what you do. It's the right
like
side
you-
of race.
Yeah. Well,
You're
that's-
like, oh, I was super.
Well, and to the point of the Kanye West thing, it's why you
Yeah.
almost, if Romero is to be believed, you do have to invest somewhat in the death of the author concept, because it's like, okay, I don't know if you didn't know that you were making a movie about police brutality and everything that was going on in the streets when this movie was made, but you did.
Yeah, totally.
And it's really
Yeah,
poignant.
and it's really like fun and fast moving. Like it isn't as I don't know, as old as it looks.
no,
like,
well, it's 68, right? Like
Yeah.
it's
It was also a financial decision
Yeah,
to shoot
of
it in
course.
black
Yeah.
and white.
100%.
for sure.
Yeah, Phil hired all local people from Pittsburgh for
Yeah.
the most part.
Yeah.
Like it's as homespun as you can get. And to Sam's point, yeah, it spun off into one of the
It's
huge
a new.
zombie.
When's the last time a new monster
totally
existed?
Brains or whatever comes from that directly, right? Or no, that's actually Return of the Living Dead, which is also great. Which is sort of,
Oh yeah, that's
sort of a sequel, but not
80s.
really.
Yeah,
Damn,
well, it
man.
kind of forked off. There's like there's like
it's called two guys own the rights.
Yes, yeah,
so one
100%.
guy's like, I'm making them anyways.
Yeah,
That's how it
yeah.
is.
Aren't the zombies from Last of Us kind of like a new version of zombie because they're
Yeah,
like
well-
fungus zombies?
yeah, exactly.
There's
yeah,
already been
yeah.
stuff like that in video games.
Well, it
before.
was
The
a
Last
video
of
game.
Us.
Like The Last of Us.
Or Resident,
The Last of Us.
Resident Evil specifically, I would say, had like the parasitic monster.
Oh, yeah.
type
See, I
thing.
never like playing spooky video games. Like I
No?
play video games to chill, not to be fucking scared shitless.
Yeah, first time I ever played VR was like a zombie game, and you put the helmet on, and you're like, oh, this is kind of creepy. It's weird, and then like they're fucking behind you, and you're like, oh Just like crying on my knees. No! Oh, right. They're everywhere. They're all
VR is crazy. I don't like it.
Yeah, I'll stick to VR porn. Thank you. Very much.
That's right. I had the same reaction. I'm like, she's behind me. Ah!
Oh wow, this zombie's eating my dick.
Yeah.
This is awesome.
Oh, she's disappointed. Oh no.
That's the way I come too. I was like, oh, it's all behind me. My cum is all behind me. Okay.
What else you got, Sam?
Let's throw Psycho in there for good measure.
Sure.
Fuck yeah.
Kick ass. And he could have shot that in color.
Yeah.
That's like the time. Great movie,
uh,
obviously.
And the third one I like. I haven't seen it in a long time, but I liked it as a bad teenager. Man Bites Dog.
Oh, that's a classic. That's like Clerks, but for like angry people. Everyone's like, "Have you seen Man Bites Dog?" And it's like, it's the most vile, disgusting.
Clerks for angry people is so funny.
Ichi the Killer. This is like all in the same. Like the same dude told me to watch all of these movies.
Dude, it's fucking crazy.
Yeah,
Have you seen the story of Ricky?
Yeah, he rips a baby's head off and pisses on it. But yeah, there's some merit to Man Bites Dog. I think it's just very in your face.
Yeah.
Also, the honorable mention: first 3 seasons of Beverly Hillbillies.
Oh shit! Before White Collar really got shit.
Before they sold
I didn't
out.
know we could go for
Yeah,
TV. I
that's
really
right.
like the Andy
Fuck.
Griffith
I
show.
Love
That was
Lucy.
fun.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go real obscure.
It's
Father Knows Best.
Andy Griffith, Psycho. Let's see.
Psycho the TV show.
Does anybody know what the blood was?
Chocolate syrup.
Yeah,
of
fuck
course.
yeah.
Yeah.
My honorable mentions: I had Doctor Strangelove. House on Haunted Hill. Vincent Price.
Never seen it.
Oh, we should watch it, and then we should drive up there because that house is a Frank Lloyd Wright house above next to Griffith Park.
Oh, that's awesome.
So
I saw the crappy remake when I worked in a movie theater.
Oh yeah, well, the remake is
Fame
shit.
K. Jensen.
Oh yeah,
Her career? Where'd it go?
Where is she?
Who knows?
My friend Johnny Mose came to visit last fall. There was a wedding that we all went to, and that was his one thing he wanted to see. Is like, can we go up and see that House on Haunted Hill house? So we went up there, and it's right there. You can just check it out.
That's cool.
I had To Kill a Mockingbird, 12 Angry Men, The Lighthouse, which nobody mentioned.
Yeah, didn't see it.
And then the biggest one that's just the lowest of hanging fruit, Raging Bull.
Oh fuck!
I never.
That's
seen
my
it.
favorite director. Yeah.
Oh boy,
That movie's sort of like a fever dream, though. It's like that's not a movie I really go back to a lot of his because it's not.
No.
It's not about the plot. It's about the vibe. It's like it's really cool and immersive and shit. But I don't know if it's
the vibe is bad.
Yeah, I mean, people beat the shit out of each other in a couple different locations. It's not just in a boxing ring.
Shout out to at Gumball the Cat for that tremendous question.
Hell yeah, thanks.
Next up, at Hiram Goldbug, listening in Alabama, wants to hear top 3 music videos.
I have some stupid ass answers for this.
So I was, most of mine are rooted pretty deeply in the 90s because that's when I was watching music videos and when they stuck with me. My number 3, The Crossroads by Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Come on, what you gonna do?
Scared the fucking shit out of me.
Scared you? That was very warm and pleasant.
And honestly, I think we all missed our Uncle Charles. Whether we had an Uncle Charles or not.
We knew it.
I miss fucking Uncle Charles too.
So, I mean, for those, for the kids listening that might not know, look it up because the plot of it is a beautiful emotional song.
Yeah.
About the death of Eazy-E, about the death of Uncle Charles, about death.
Just hearing you say it
he
like
was a real person.
He was
like,
Wishbone's fucking uncle.
Eazy-E famous. And Uncle Charles, of course, famous Detroit rapper.
But if you're not paying attention to that song, you're just watching the video. It's a guy dressed as the Candyman, fucking supposed to be the Grim Reaper, touching people on the head, and their eyes just turn black and they fall over.
Oh yeah, no shit.
It's fucking horrifying. So as a child, I'm not even hearing the song. I'm just watching a horror movie on my TV.
Yeah.
So anyway, that was
everybody, and I'm gonna miss everybody.
I mean,
boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
Boom, boom, boom.
They played that at our school dances.
Yeah, everyone loved that song.
Me.
Wait,
Boom, boom, boom,
there was a
boom,
moment in the
boom.
school dance just to remember everyone you'd lost over the year.
We were slow dancing.
Yeah, End of the Road, any of those sort of My Friend Died songs were good at prom to dance.
All for one, baby.
I did look this up. The director, his name is Michael Martin, and he did the videos for Outkast Elevators, Master P's Make Him Say and he also directed Snoop Dogg's Porn.
Whoa.
that he did.
I thought that was a song, and I was like, oh no.
No, just the actual porno
well,
doggy
at least
style.
He got a credible director.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's a real thing. It's hardcore. It's hardcore porno. It's softcore.
Yeah.
He's just sort of smoking a blunt and going, "Ha, man, he fucking that bitch." It's just essentially that. Or at least the video.
Porn is just Snoop Dogg watching porn.
Kind of.
It's just like,
Yeah, he's like in the interstitials, and he's like, "Now they're gonna fuck."
Yeah,
And then he like makes a sandwich.
I think that's what it is. Actually, it's like Snoop Dogg presents doggy style. I don't think he's participating.
He's just in the room while they're fucking. And like, I'm gonna let
for
them do
legal
their
reasons.
business.
Yeah, I believe it's 2003. If you're looking up IMDb,
there was a dip in his career in the early 2000s.
yeah.
Yes.
My number 2. I feel like I might be stealing this one off somebody's plate, but I don't care. Beastie Boys Sabotage.
Oh yeah.
1994. Ill
Spike Jones is going to come up too many times.
I like the Intergalactic song.
Music
yeah,
video
that's
too,
really
where
cool.
they're all
Yeah.
in like the workers'
Yeah.
uniforms and shit.
Oh, they don't really fuck around too much. All their videos are pretty good. That's the funniest one, I think, at least of all the ones that I've seen. Directed, as we mentioned, by Spike Jones, who my friend Richard used to have 2 DVDs. Best of Spike Jones. The other was the best of Nichelle Gondry.
Totally.
And that was
I had those two.
Those 2 were just on loop at our apartment for years. And that was featured on there. Also, I found out that MCA bum rushed the stage during Michael Stipe's acceptance speech for Everybody Hurts during the VMAs.
I remember that.
And to protest getting shut out for Sabotage video. So anyway, and then my number 1, this has been my answer ever since I saw it the first time. I was like, I think this is my favorite video I've ever seen. Still haven't changed my mind. It's Blur's Coffee and TV.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
It's fucking phenomenal. I'll put it up on our Twitter so people can see it.
Yeah, check it out.
Yeah, Blur made more than song 2. So.
Yeah, I don't know much about Blur. I'll admit it.
So it's the rare Blur track with Graham Coxon on vocals instead of Damon Albarn.
Interesting.
And it's on the album 13, directed by Garth Jennings and Nick Goldsmith, who would eventually go on to do Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, that movie.
That's not totally horrible.
And they did the video for Pump It On Your Stereo by Supergrass, which is also pretty fucking high up on my list
this is
as well.
More shit that I don't know.
So, but anyway, it's
guys with big sideburns, you know, big sideburns looking cute. Not interested.
Yeah. Well, so the music video is Graham Coxon's character, I guess, is missing, and they put his picture on the side of a milk box, and then the milk box gets up and then just starts to go find him, and it's this cute little freaky mascot looking thing, and spoiler for a 3-minute pop song, the milk box falls in love with a strawberry milk, and then she gets I think run over by a car, and then he gets drank by Graham Coxon, and then they both go up to heaven at the end. It's a gorgeous video.
That's good video.
It's heartbreaking.
Videoing.
It's perfect. But yeah, so that's my top 3. I do have an honorable mention in the chamber if no one mentions it. Seth, what do you got?
Okay, well, you're not going to mention any of my bullshit.
No, I love it.
Let's talk about Ugly Kid Joe. Everything everything about you. Sorry, do you know this song?
No.
It's basically like it starts out like you got the prettiest face or whatever. Then he's like, but I hate everything over.
Never mind.
So it's supposed to be like you thought it was a love song, lady, but in fact, fuck you. It's that kind of genre. And but why the video rules is it's in black and white. Call back to another top 3.
Yeah.
And but there's a bass player in like giant jean shorts stomping in the ocean like on waves while he's rocking the bass. And that is the single funniest thing ever in a music video ever. Because they're like, bass player's kind of boring. What do we do? Put him in the waves. And he's just stomping, throwing his hair around. And I like it.
There's that whole thing about comedians not wearing shorts on stage. But I will say, if you're the bassist of a hard rock or metal band, you are exempt from that clause.
And they're like fake Seattle.
Wear shorts.
Ugly Kid Joe. And their album cover had like a fucking it was like a Statue of Liberty, but it was like a bad boy. And he had like a cigarette hand in his mouth. I was like, I actually hate America or whatever.
Seth built his whole personality.
I did. I was like, I'm sort of like this kid.
What's up, America?
Bart Simpson, but he knows the F word.
Yeah.
This is my kind of shit. I was very excited about buying their new record when it came out. It was called like America's Least Wanted or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
But more like, ha, we hate everything
Was it
we
good?
say. We like,
Fuck no.
yes.
Yes. We all loved it.
I remember it. Yes, it was wonderful. No, so that sucks, and it's terrible, but it's funny. The Far Side video, directed by Spike Jones, of course,
dude, Spike
for
Jones.
Drop, and Beastie Boys are in that video.
Oh, yeah,
because the hook of the song is from a Beastie Boys song. But they did the whole video backwards, so they had to learn all their verses backwards and move backwards and all this stuff, and then it's run forward. And that video has been done concept wise like 100 times since, but it's Spike Jones. It was his idea. I fucking love The Far Side. So like, I love that song and I love that group very much. That video is awesome. I just think Spike Jonze is sort of the best music video.
Oh yeah.
And that to me is I just love that.
I was
group, so I go nuts for that.
I was thinking about Sky's the Limit that he did for Puffy and Biggie, where they're kids.
Oh,
and it's like a regular
totally.
rap video, but everybody's a kid. Fucking hilarious.
Was that shit on the DVD? I don't. Feel
It
like
was.
It was.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was. Hell yeah.
Is that like is it all of his?
It wasn't
It's not
all of
all
it
of them.
because he did the video for Freedom of 76 by Ween, and that's not on
And it's
there.
not- yeah,
but that's
yeah.
like a mini movie where they
Love me
steal
some
the Liberty
Ween.
Bell
Yeah.
and shit. Yeah.
I'm sure
awesome.
there's a YouTube fucking playlist now.
Oh, I'm sure you could see all of them. But yeah, Spike Jonze, man, Jesus.
Yeah, and then Yo La Tengo Sugar Cube, which is
Yeah.
Mr. Show, basically. It's directed
Yes.
by Troy Miller, and it's fucking Bob and David and all those people in there. And the whole thing is they're like teaching Yo La Tengo how to be a rock and roll band.
Yeah.
And they catch him in the stall in the bathroom, and he's playing clarinet, and they're like, no, like he's smoking cigarettes or something.
Dude,
And it's
what
like, do you want a backstage pass? Do you think Mr. Beck got his backstage pass by not detuning his guitar? Like, it's so fucking funny. It's a great video.
Yeah, there's that new pornographer's video for Use It that just has like the entire LA alt comedy scene circa
yeah?
like 2005 in it,
Oh,
where
that's
it's like
awesome.
Zach Galifianakis and Patton Oswalt and just fucking everybody.
Those are always good.
Yeah,
Like,
hell yeah.
You know what Patton Oswalt's in that I saw over the weekend?
What?
80 for Brady.
Is he an 80 for Brady?
really? Wait, you saw that
Motherfucking
fucking
80
movie?
for Brady.
What was that like?
He was kind of.
was
You were
like-
kind of live tweeting it a little
It
bit.
was like an acid trip.
Yes.
It's like exactly what you think it's going to
Fuck
be,
yeah.
but a little worse.
Okay, I kept seeing the advertisements and I was like, "This is a TV movie."
How did
It
take
is.
the paycheck.
It's very. They're all the
Yeah,
actresses are so old. They're never lit from the
Yeah.
front at any point.
Oh, I thought you meant they weren't going
There's-
crazy.
These girls don't get as lit
They
as the
are
young
never
girls
lit.
do.
No,
they don't
They
really
don't
get.
show as much gams as you would expect.
Look, you
That's
know,
a
They're not really getting lit.
a running bit throughout the movie. Is these old ladies do not act old.
Oh man,
wow.
I love
Despite
it.
their age. Also, if you don't want to see a real strand of hair, check out 80 for Brady. They got
That's
some
so
of the
amazing.
finest wigs.
That's amazing. You saw
in the
that.
world.
Fucking
hell
hey.
yeah.
I was honorable mention Outcast Hayok.
Oh, there you go. Fucking
greatest.
great. Featuring, found
So
out my friend and owner of Saturn in Birmingham, Brian Teasley.
Oh, I know Brian. Brian's
yeah.
in my movie in the Silkworm documentary.
So-
He's a great guy.
Brian, I guess, was working in Atlanta at the time when they filmed that, and he's playing his shitty old keyboard from the 80s
Whoa.
in the video where he's go boop, 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 boop.
Yeah.
It's apparently Brian's
awesome.
keyboard.
That rules.
What do we got? Dave?
Without Me, Eminem is a top three
Yeah.
for me. Where,
Okay.
where he
Awesome.
dresses up like the superhero and scales the buildings.
No,
and
they have a
shit.
lot of wide angle shots of just his nuts
Yep.
in the video.
That's
Yep.
why I love it. It's
Yeah.
good
stuff.
stuff.
That's what we want.
I like his Crank Yankers videos.
Oh, is that Smack That?
I think there's a couple.
I
where
like the
Crank Yankers
He's
are
put
in
out
there.
some good music videos over the years.
I like the real emotional ones about his daughter. I'm joking. Those are always
Where he's-
the
You better not say her name.
Yeah,
that's
where he's
right.
digging his mother's grave.
best. Yeah, no, just Holly was like big on Eminem growing up, so like she was like, I love this song, and it was like some like old videos of his daughter around. It's like, and I tried to raise you. I was like, this is terrible. I don't give a fuck if he's a good rapper. This is terrible.
Better
Yeah.
be careful, Seth Pomeroy.
I was gonna say,
I also don't like Beautiful Boy.
Eminem gets wind of this, and you're going to have to change.
I'm gonna have to battle rap his
yeah,
ass.
you have to change genres. Yeah,
I will battle rap the shit out of him. Rabbit. Stupid.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
all
you're
he
gonna have to
might.
start painting or something. They won't let you direct films.
I know.
Second would be Smashing Pumpkins, Tonight.
Oh yeah, that is a really cool
man.
fucking
Really
music video.
great music video.
I have
with
very,
the stop-
very strong memories of like
stop motion. Like
watching
I'm
that
not,
shit.
and I'm not even the biggest Smashing Pumpkins fan. Like I Melancholy and Infinite Sadness is the album that I think everybody who found out about them
Yeah.
in that time period, that music video really sold that album.
Yeah. Huge.
And like,
Yeah.
like granted, you'll talk to like some pumpkin heads. Is that what they call?
I call them total assholes. Morons.
Smashing fans.
Smash,
Call themselves
smash
morons.
heads. You know, we'll say like Gish and Siamese Dream. It's like,
course.
and they're good albums, but like that. I mean, that
Yeah.
music video to me was like a cinematic, like a masterpiece.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Let's-
where it stands on its own, regardless of the song and the album and the
Yeah.
double disc
Yeah.
album and stuff
Well,
like
and
that.
it's meant to be like a tribute to the Lumiere brothers, right? Like the
Right.
taking a trip to the moon and the rocket hits the moon in the eye and all that
Yeah.
stuff.
It's also Mr. Show bringing it back around. It's Tom Kenny and
Old Seth
Jill
bringing it back
Talley.
around. Pomeroy,
Oh,
everybody.
shit.
Tom
America.
Kenny and Jill Talley are the two
yeah,
people, and in that video, and Tom went on to be fucking SpongeBob
SpongeBob,
SquarePants.
yeah.
But they were both Mr. Show cast members and are
that rocks.
hilarious.
And then Coolio's Gangster's
Whoa,
Paradise.
good work.
The sweaty guy.
Yeah, the sweaty guy,
What a
and like the clips from the movie Dangerous Minds.
Yeah.
A movie that
That's
I am
fun.
convinced, the amount of people that saw that is the smallest tiny fraction of the people who love that music video.
Oh, yeah. She was in the video, though.
Rest in
Oh,
peace,
yeah.
Coolio. Okay, first of all.
Yeah,
Yeah,
R.I.P.
hell yeah.
Second of all, Fantastic Voyage was an anthem for me. Like I loved hip hop in the 90s. Like,
Yeah.
it was just like I think my first couple albums were Fantastic Voyage, Warren G, Regulators, Snoop Dogg, Doggy Style. That
The porno?
yes.
Snoop Dogg porno.
Snoop Dogg's Doggy Style.
Dicking in the doghouse.
Yeah, the
Watch these people fuck with Snoop Dogg.
the sweaty guy, by the way, his name is
LV.
LV.
Yeah, I know.
Somehow he's still alive, despite being sweatier than Coolio.
Yeah.
Coolio.
It's basically Rivers eating hot
yeah,
sauce.
it's Coolio. Yeah, exactly. That is me. Yeah.
Bring it around. That's Pomeroy, everybody.
Why,
Hello, America.
why are we so blind to see? Well, it's
Why?
mostly the capsation level of this hat.
And then, side note, honorable mention is the Weird Al Yankovic parody video.
Oh, sure. Amish
which
Paradise.
he picked up on the sweatiness as I did,
Exactly.
and just made himself
And
so sweaty.
and I was my first concert ever. The first two, I don't know which happened first, but one was Steppenwolf and Alice Cooper.
Whoa.
At
That's
Arlington,
stepdad rock right
and
there.
Arlington Racetrack was the first time I ever smelled weed. And then the other one, I
yeah.
can't remember which happened first, was Weird Al Yankovic at the Star Plaza Theater
Whoa,
in
awesome.
Indiana.
Fuck yeah.
And it was on the Bad Hair Day tour, which the music video for his spoof.
Amish
Yeah,
Paradise.
Amish Paradise, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. No, my brother loved that shit. And Owlapalooza was the record before. Like those three in a row. The Nirvana one.
Yep, Off the Deep End.
Owlapalooza. Yeah, and then
Bad hair day.
whatever. Bad Hair Day. That's what
And then Running with Scissors came out. We're all like, we're too old. for
Yes,
this.
like he's only so
But
many
he's making
of these.
I mean, he's fantastic. I still hold that live show as one of my top 5
bet.
concerts of all time. Like he did costume changes.
Still does.
That's awesome.
He spanned all the songs from his catalog.
Yeah.
Like honestly, I think like I had like a Weird Al obsession before I had any stand-up comedy obsession.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
That's awesome.
Sam, what do you got?
I have number 1, Big Mo Purple Stuff.
Oh shit!
A
Okay.
song about sipping lean.
Yeah.
That is a
Pull us
Willy
up on
Wonka themed
Ah.
music video
Whoa.
with Oompa Loompas, fire breathing. Yeah,
I don't know anything about this drug stuff. This
Pull
is
it
good.
up on YouTube right now.
Oh, fucking
It's a
A.
guy.
Sam's
Big
just
Mo
committed to be as obscure as
No,
possible.
no.
Like, I've not heard any of the
is
shit. that he's
400
suggesting.
pounds. He cannot take a single step in the music
Sipping.
video.
Wow, look at that
Holy
guy.
shit. This is way better than the Tim Burton reboot.
Fuck yes.
And if drinking purple was like this,
This is like
who would have?
very high production
I've
value
drinking
for
lean
his
before. Have you
popular.
drinking lean?
Fuck yeah.
Who have I? What?
Have you ever drank
No,
lean?
I don't think.
It makes you
Here, wait,
look
real quick. Hold
I've
on.
drank this energy drink.
He's got
Still got some left in that cup, you bitch.
Yeah, you got some lean right there.
He's got a calliope going in the background. You don't really hear that too much in hip hop.
This is a very like outcast video too. It's like
I know.
ridiculous.
Yeah. Oh, this is fucking rules. Hell yeah. All right.
Okay, that's fucking
Sipping on
good.
purple
You're correct.
stuff,
Nice.
This has
purple
changed.
stuff.
I'm gonna do that drug now.
Okay, yeah, you should.
I'm just gonna watch the videos.
You,
Now I'm gonna fucking get involved.
Definitely should. Another personal favorite, obscure video of mine, UGK, Use Me Up.
Oh, well, I know some UGK that are all pretty
and
crazy.
that's the thing is UGK known as gangster rappers for the most part. In this, they are doing comedy. The song is about Pimp C has finally gotten a girl who's using him for all his money, and he has fallen into that. And so you get to see him in the process of falling in love, and then you get to see his partner Bun B watching from behind sand dunes with binoculars, watching and like judging him for it.
I love Bun B.
Yeah. It's hilarious to see Pimp C and Bun B do comedy, like physical comedy bits
So
in
he's-
a music video.
So even at that time, he was telling him to reconsider, to read some literature on the subject.
Oh, he knew there was a problem. with these
One of my
girls.
favorite Jeezy songs has a Bun B feature on it. It's called Trap or Die. So if you ever want to
yeah.
get hype
Hell
before
yeah.
going to do stand-up comedy,
All right.
just listen to Trap or Die. It's
Or
like,
use
you're
hot
like,
sauce.
fucking, we're doing it.
And then
Wu-Tang, not their most famous video, but their most hilarious. More hilarious than Gravel Pit.
Okay.
Click, click.
Okay.
Where they're in a club, a shooting pops off.
Oh, man.
And then they very casually and slowly respond to the shooting by getting their own gun out and rapping their verse and just shooting their gun.
Whoa.
The verse.
Whoa.
Hell
It's very funny.
Oh,
That rules.
You're bringing up all these rap videos, and now I remember one of my other favorites was Busta Rhymes' Woo-Ha Got You All in Check.
Incredible.
All his videos are
So
so
fucking
good.
cool. He rules.
What's the one with Janet Jackson where he's like a watery head like squirting through a fucking matrix or some shit? Yeah.
Shout out Busta Rhymes.
Yeah, Busta Rhymes.
I had the
fucking
CD
rules.
single of that had the video if you put it in your computer.
That's good
man.
shit.
Watch the low
Little
quality
quick time.
window media video.
Yeah. How's it gonna be? I think is the
Yeah.
that song.
Yeah.
That's a good
Yeah.
song.
My honorable mention, by the way, nobody said.
Oh, yeah.
Waterfalls by TLC.
Oh.
which
classic.
is the first
It's
time.
Hype Williams.
No, it's
Isn't it?
actually not Hype Williams.
Well, we should
It's-
Hype Williams is a
Hype
great
Williams is
music
great.
director. We should just say
It's F. Gary Gray.
Oh, it's F. Gary Gray
so
who makes very okay
literally he did
movies.
Friday
Yeah.
earlier in the year and then Waterfalls. Like what a 1995 to have.
Yeah. Am I
Like-
misremembering, or do they become like water people
that's
midway through? Or some
yeah,
shit?
so that's what I was going to say. It was the first time I'd ever
Yeah, oh,
seen on a small screen James Cameron's Abyss technology being used
That's right.
to turn them into water people. And of course, produced by Organized Noise, a fucking amazing song. And it won 4 MTV Video Music Awards in 1995. And TLC was the first African American act to receive the Best Video of the Year trophy.
That's
in
absurd.
1995,
That is
which is fucking crazy.
Ooh, baby.
Anyway.
MTV just
Yeah.
dragging their feet.
Gotta love the VMAs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember when the VMAs first started coming down the pipe? You're like, finally, an award show for us.
That's really what I thought. That's how terrible marketing works.
Cool fucking award show.
Yeah.
Like, fuck the Grammys.
Yeah, totally. I was so proud to be a Burger King Kids Club member. I had the card, and I was like, I'm a member. I am a member.
My first
Which one
delusions
did
of
you wanna be?
grandeur was like getting one of those golden popcorn VMA awards.
Yeah, right, exactly. That's when I've done it.
Why do you think I'm living in LA?
I used to get one of those popcorns.
I need a popcorn.
Trying to get a VMA popcorn.
What do you
out
want to
here.
do with your comedy career? I want to win a video music award.
Yeah. You can get that at a thrift store, I think.
I do a lot of estate sales, and
yeah.
let me tell you, I'm waiting to find a fucking VMA. And I
Yeah.
will fucking take
One,
it.
one of my favorite things ever, the house that Grant Lyon and Dave Waite used to live in.
That's the Bro House.
The Bro House.
The Bro House.
Had Mira Sorvino's Teen Choice Award surfboard just in the house.
Why?
They don't know. That's
Oh, it was preceded.
like they moved in and I think they said like a roommate had it from somewhere and just left it. So
Because
when
it's
you
hard to move, I bet.
it's a
They're just
fucking
like,
surf. It's a
and
full
that's-
size
yeah,
surfboard.
leave it
No
This
one
thing.
wants that.
Yeah.
That's the thing you get
That's
while
what-
you're
that's
like
what people don't
drunk, and
realize.
you're like, look what I got.
isn't it hilarious?
And then
Yeah.
it's in your house 6 months later, and you're like, what the fuck?
When you live in Los Angeles, the places that you move into have a bunch of stuff already. Like if you're looking for an affordable living situation,
Yeah.
it's the place you're moving into has a bunch of shit. Like
Yeah.
if you've never lived in a place where there's cabinets full of Tupperware that nobody knows whose Tupperware it is.
Right.
My house has a weekly podcast in it that people just have to deal with. you
Yeah,
know?
exactly. It's the Tupperware of
It's the Tupperware.
It's old fucked up Tupperware that no one asked for.
It's red somehow, like it's like kind of stained.
Yeah, you don't know how to get the spaghetti sauce.
No matter how much you wash it, the sesame oil is just not coming out from the fried rice situation. Shout out to our friend at Hiram Goldbug for that question. If you have top 3 lists you wish us to populate and opine upon, please tweet at us at The Goods Pod.
You're Norma Desmond. Used to be in silent pictures, used to be big.
I am big. It's the pictures that got small.
Fellas, we have time for just one more segment, and of course, it That's right.
All right, this is stepdad rock. This is
this is a guy.
No.
This is hey y'all,
Drunk
look at this.
uncle.
This is your cousin babysitting. You're like, oh, fuck.
If there was ever a hey y'all watch this anthem, it would be Walk by Pantera.
Hey girl, you want to have 4 minutes of sex while we listen to Walk by Pantera?
Hey girl, you want to hit my fentanyl?
yeah.
Fentanyl didn't even exist yet.
Yeah. No, so the guy who invented it actually, he produced this record. But and I wanted to say, shout out to our co-host emeritus, Dr. Pat, who hit me up earlier in the week. Was like, have y'all ever done Walk by Pantera? And I was like, no, and I scrolled down and just immediately hit gold. Like, it was just right there. I didn't even have to fucking scroll barely for this one, so...
I can't read a fucking YouTube comment without hearing Rivers' voice in my head. Literally, no matter what it is. I'm like, I always really enjoyed this film. It's like, I always enjoyed this film. It's like Rivers doing his redneck thing. I'm like, God damn it, this is like ruining all of YouTube for me.
And so...
He reads every sentence like it's a pro wrestling,
a promo.
Like a promo.
It's a promo.
Yeah, like, no matter what I'm reading.
A woman named like Old Lady Linda. Like, and this is from the season. The season for the reason.
This is so true. It's
How else will you know
From
what's
the top of the cage. Oh my God.
How else will you know what's happening Sunday?
Sunday.
So first up, John Wills from 8 hours ago.
Oh, fuck. He's going to kill us all.
Recently, I decided to tell everyone how I feel. A person cut me off in traffic, so I went 5 minutes out of my way to confront him.
Finally.
The anthem of anger problems.
I pulled up beside him and I asked, "Do you want this problem?" And he shivered in his boots and he rolled
How
up
did
his
you
window.
know he had boots on?
I know. He rolled up his window. I was in the sauna, and this man told me I was breathing on him. I was on the other side of the sauna, minding my own business, and I said, if my breath is too much, then why don't you get the fuck out? I've had it with people thinking they are invincible. Speak your mind and stand up for yourself. You might get an ass kicking every once in a while, but fuck it. Respect. Walk.
You know what happened? It's just like his homoeroticism only is experienced in the comfort of the sauna.
That's right.
But yet he has to make a YouTube. I told this man I would fucking chop his balls off with Roll Tide.
Yeah. Dustin Wilkinson from 4 years ago.
Oh, name like that.
What's more metal? Number one, beating up a liberal punk ass who disrespected you and is trying to weasel out of a fight to save himself from an ass beating.
This guy's never been in a fight.
Number two.
This guy got beat up by his dad.
He's asking what's more metal. So number two, getting a blowjob from a big titty Latina or Arabian woman.
I mean, that's pretty
The
metal.
only time I like brown people is if I'm imagining
it's
them
metal.
sucking on my penis.
Or number three, all of the above. Very metal. But number three is not an answer to the question. So I'm not sure if it should be a choice. It's just two things that are very metal. I think equally metal.
And you wonder why things like Donda University can exist.
Yeah. This is where
Bring it
it's YouTube.
around town.
They enrolled from YouTube.
People have fantasies that they want to be real, and they're trying to manifest them by being like, "I want to beat
If
a
you ever
liberal's
need
ass."
proof that our country's mental health care system is failing,
Oh, yeah.
go to the comment section. And I'm not saying it's just my own videos. You know how many times I have people tell me to quit my day job that I don't have?
Right.
Like every time I post a comment
Of course.
clip.
Yeah. It's a standard.
Don't quit your day job.
Someone said that the audience sounded like space aliens that were laughing at my joke, and that was offensive to me.
And
I think I
space
can only
aliens.
get a laugh from
Whoa,
space aliens.
I love
and
it.
Not
That's-
human beings.
What a weird.
Roswell comedy
Those
show.
Martians
Anybody?
seem to really enjoy your Martian humor. I'm from planet Earth. This is an insult.
The last OG from 2 days ago.
Oh,
Tracy Morgan.
I was
a fun TV show. It's not that bad.
I was at Walmart today in the back at work, and I shouted at the top of my lungs, "Can't you hear the violins playing that song?" I got in trouble. I told my shift leader she can go fuck herself, and she sat there with her mouth wide open as I went right back to work. Moral of the story is society is the exact opposite of this song. You have to let them know you ain't a part of society.
He wants a symphonic version of this song, and he was declaring it to the sky, and he got in trouble.
You just screamed a lyric from the song.
That's the
Yeah,
lyric?
yeah, I know. It's a
Oh,
lyric from the
okay.
song.
Come on,
okay.
Seth.
I look at
You're too busy
Pantera.
watching fucking movies.
That's
nobody
right.
heard
When
of.
my dad was beating me, I couldn't hear the lyrics.
Let the musicians of the podcast talk.
That's right. I'm from Music
I-
City, baby. I ignored all that shit.
One just has to assume that this person did
2
throw
days ago.
Yeah, this is 2 days ago,
No.
and this person certainly, when they were done, threw up both devil horns, rolled their eyes backwards, and stuck their tongue out when they
Yeah.
said
Yeah,
this.
that's what he had to tell his boss.
That's how much working at Walmart sucks. Is you just walk into the break area and scream a Pantera lyric, and then you get in trouble for it. You can't even do that.
Fuck, what? This is not
sucks.
my America.
Yeah, that sucks. That guy sucks. No, he doesn't. You're fine.
James
Probably cool.
Don't fucking kill me.
James Arnold from 9 hours ago.
Oh God.
God, see, we're
telling
just trying to get us
you,
fucking murdered
right
by
on the
every single
surface.
one of these dickheads. Thank God we didn't say what day we recorded this fucking podcast.
Why?
Sam.
Undisclosed location
we're
inside the woods.
Yeah, we're fucking nowhere, buddy.
Why Jim Thornberry has stolen cell phones from Jimmy. They took a picture controlling him and his cell phone of his little bitty dick that Todd Mattingly made using Jimmy's brain implants, and Tim Cook took the picture on computer with access to all registered iPhones, and Kathy Titchener gonna start to charge him with it. Why Bill Abelman planned that? It's all in video. We helped build the shelving down there.
God, we need to start putting SSRIs in the water.
Government insane Ray, everyone.
It's like I'm all for fucking putting mental health medication
Just getting
in
it
the
started.
fucking tap water.
That man
Literally Target in wherever fucking county this fucking dipshit lives in. That's dump fucking bipolar medicine in the tap water.
That guy's allowed to vote.
Oh, yeah.
What's it got to do with
crazy.
Pantera? I don't. He was just enjoying the song, and he was like, "I got some fucking shit to tell these
It's like
people."
when you're doing.
No, he knows exactly where his audience is going to be. Is in the comment section
right.
of a Pantera video.
Oh, yeah.
That's how we should all be growing our audiences. I'm going to talk to fucking Weezer fans, whatever losers are like me, on the internet and
start
fucking
posting links to
get
my
'em
comedy
lined up.
clips in the Pornhub videos
Yes.
I watch.
Some guy did like a sketch guy, and then they like
If you
outlawed
like
anything that's
pregnant
porn
girl
on
gets
it.
railed from behind.
Yeah.
You might like Dave Yates' stand-up comedy.
Yeah, your dick in your hand. You might stop and think for a second.
Jack G from 10 years ago, when I was asked to join the military.
10 years ago.
You know how they ask you to join the military?
Yeah, they do.
When I was
when they were doing mandatory enlistment 10 years
no, this guy, I
knocked
think,
on my door.
I genuinely think this guy thinks he's such a badass that he was asked to join. When I was asked to join the military,
Everyone in the high school cafeteria.
They saw how fast I climbed the rope.
we'll pay for your college.
It's the same as Burger King Kids Club. He's like, I'm a member. These guys talk to me.
When I was asked to join the military and I had to get a security clearance based on my religion being associated with white prison gangs and the fact that I have family that are freedom fighters in Chechnya, I was labeled a potential threat. My Grenadiers family were Liberian cannibals, and it was not an issue for him.
Good
I think you can.
fucking
Do you
Lord.
do this every week for this specific music video?
Oh, it's for. I mean, we
Otherwise.
could just
this
for
one
this.
seems like this
Oh,
one is like
this-
a
No, I
fucking
want to know.
factory.
I want to know seriously. No,
Factory
this
for
is
insanity.
Pantera, okay? Which most people would argue this is not even heavy. all right,
Well,
Like,
yeah. There's a bunch of discussion about that.
This
You can-
was the heaviest.
That's in the comments, too.
Oh, I deleted all of those comments.
That's not
Yeah.
true. That's
Yeah.
Cannibal
Good
Corpse
God.
existed in the same time
sure.
That's true.
Skinny puppy.
As I want to know, comparatively speaking, the comment section of Pantera's Walk versus the comment section of like Cannibal Corpse's, I don't know, Fucked with a Knife, or such classics as I Come Blood.
Yeah. Well, so it's.
I love me Cannibal Corpse.
Yeah,
okay?
yeah.
Have you ever listened to the Cannibal Corpse live album? He introduces the songs.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it's like a VH1 behind the music. He's like, he goes, this one goes out to all the ladies out there. It's called I Come Blood.
Yes.
Trevor Hudson from 1 year ago. When I was younger, me and my uncle, him being drunk, would blare this song in a Volvo, and all the girls would look at him like he had game. I guess it worked.
they wouldn't.
I guess it worked. He has 3 daughters now and is happily married. Damn, maybe I should try this. I got more game than he ever did.
How long ago was this?
What on
This is
earth?
1 year ago.
Wow.
We need to check the comment history and see what they're commenting now. Like, I don't know, like,
Can you
that guy's life's like.
click their profile and see what else they comment
Yeah,
on?
that's how I want to follow
we
this
need
guy.
to track
If they don't,
Sure.
dude. There is unfortunately, there's no way to look at that. They don't let you. They just show you
just
their
need to
channel.
Click on their channel. If they don't upload videos, there's nothing there. Yeah.
And I always check to see if they have videos, and they
never-
almost never do. But the few times that it has happened, it's a good way to
None of
gauge.
these people have ever created anything but a bowel movement.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, and they bought a computer once apparently.
yeah,
They were just on the ThinkPad.
Oh yeah, it's
They're like an
yeah.
old ThinkPad.
It's gotta be some fucked up.
Fucking Ethernet cable
Yeah.
directly into the modem.
and finally, Dojo Wharton from 4 days ago.
Oh no!
I don't mean no disrespect.
Thank God he said that.
Zach Wilde is incredible. But unfortunately, here, not the same caliber as Dimebag Darrell. Unfortunately, there is no fucking guitarist alive can touch what Dimebag achieved. And no offense to anyone, but Zakk Wylde does not have shit on Dimebag. He's fucking pitiable, bro. Stick to Ozzy. Oh, yeah. So,
As a jerk off.
Dojo Wharton has spoken.
Dojo Wharton. Don't step into the fucking dojo.
Yeah.
To get your ass
Don't
kicked,
step into
Zakk
the
Wylde.
dojo.
Yeah, that's right. We'll fucking make you bleed. Come.
The song's just so anger-inducing to people. He's just thinking about how
It
Zakk
is
Wylde
like
sucks.
this is like load your gun montage sequence.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, this is fucking bad news.
Fascist propaganda.
Like lifespan speaking, like logistically speaking, Zakk Wylde has had more time to practice his instrument.
It's true.
True.
This is true.
Dimebag Darrell had a fun name.
Yeah.
He died on stage. So.
Yeah. Oh, there was a lot of controversy. There's the Dimebag Truth movement that think that the lead singer had him killed.
The most, every restaurant I've ever worked at, I heard some motherfucker talk about Dimebag Darrell to me for 30 minutes while I roll silverware. I'm like, I gotta get the fuck out of this
Paul.
industry.
With you.
I gotta get out of this industry.
Well, R.I.P. to Dimebag. That is
Yeah, I got
Pantera's
props.
Walk from
Goddamn.
1992. And that is our program.
Oh, shit.
Make me want to walk into oncoming traffic.
Seth Pomeroy, where can people find you on the internet?
On the internet, you'll find me at Twitter and Instagram. It's my name, Seth Pomeroy. Also on Letterboxd, where I talk about movies nobody cares about. And it is Seth Pom, and it looks like Seth Porn. I'm sorry.
Didn't think that one through.
Seth Porn.
I typed it out.
We keep reading his reviews, but none of them are porn.
I'm trying to get Letterboxd in this porn game. They don't understand. Snoop Dogg watches people fuck Volume 6. They don't think it's a movie.
Dog
only available on bootleg DVD.
Yeah.
You're hosting the next Doggy Style. Like, they couldn't afford Snoop this time, so it's me, America.
Yeah, that's right. I'm like, what's up? Ghost in the Woods. I'm drinking energy drink.
Dave Yates, where can people find you and your comedy and your hot sauce?
Yeah, you can find me on all the social media, Yates Comedy, Yates Comedy, whatever poison that you ingest social media-wise. And you can order hot sauce from me, hahahotsauce.com.
Sam, where can people find you online?
Slam Harder on Twitter.
See, that's a porn name.
Yeah, it's just my real name with at one letter.
Yeah,
added.
that's right. So he was born into this industry.
Dude, my cousin's name is Jack Harder.
Man, you guys must love to fuck, huh?
Yeah,
what they
I
say
grew up a
about
guy. There was a guy whose older brother was Jack Seaman. So they need to get together.
man.
I had a crush on a girl whose last name was Seaman when I was in the age where, it's like, does she not know her last name?
She probably doesn't know.
Yeah, that's
Slam harder, slamming them.
Slam Harder on Twitter and TikTok. You can also find me at Sam Harder 666 on Instagram.
There's the real
Mark
one.
of the
folks.
beast.
That's the Pantera in them.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Cowboy from hell over here.
I mean, no disrespect.
Find me on Twitter and Instagram at Rivers Langley. And if you live down south, I'm coming your way. April 18th, find me in Knoxville, Tennessee at Central Cinema Comedy Night.
Commie night.
Comedy night. Well, that's
Holy
later.
shit.
Yeah, bring your meal rations to Commie Night.
That's later. No gods, no masters. I'm gonna be there with my friend Mason Guidry. That show starts at 7:30 on April 21st. Find me in Jonesboro, Arkansas, at the Recovery Room Coffee House and Bistro with my friend Allison MacArthur. And April 29th, I'll be in my hometown, Auburn, Alabama, at the Coffee Cat with my friend Nico Brook, and more to be announced as soon as I find me a damn lineup, but it shouldn't be too hard. Lots of funny fucking people down there. You can find our show on Twitter at The Goods Pod. Every episode ever, youtube.com/The Goods Pod. Best way to support the show, patreon.com/The Goods Pod. Second best way to support this show, head to Apple Podcasts, rate, review, and subscribe. Show the attitude of gratitude, because if you do not have the attitude of gratitude, Daddy, we're sending you to Donda Academy. The Goods from the Woods was recorded and edited by me, Rivers Langley. You can find our show on Twitter at The Goods Pod. Our theme song was composed by Jonas, the Space Cowboy.
This was a Brain Freeze podcast.